Hey y'all, alright, I know I have not filmed in quite a few days, but I've got a lot of things going on. My power was off for like almost a day because we've been getting hit with like these tropical storms and whatnot. And anyway, my grandfather also recently passed away, so yeah, we're dealing with that. But anyway, a few of you have been asking me about this new yarn that you have seen at Joann's and wanted to know what I thought about it. But anyway, this is where I got mine, at Joann's. I don't know if they sell it in other stores or not. I'm sure, you know, they do. Whoever carries this brand, I'm sure sells it. But this is called the Ogo. It is tangle-free, quick start, the Yarnspirations Caron Colorama. This is a bulky 5-weight yarn. Now, they do have this in Red Heart Super Saver. And they also had the Bernat blanket. So there's a few different types of yarns that you can get in this type of packaging. And before I actually go into the review, I want y'all to know that I purchased this with my own money. No one sent this to me. This video is not sponsored in any way. And y'all know I can be brutal in my reviews. I'm going to tell you what I really think about it and if it is worth all this packaging, if it is worth your money. So this was $8.99. Let's start off with the price point, because right here, you can take a look. You get 6.4 ounces and 228 yards. And like I said, it's a bulky 5-weight yarn. Now, with the bulkier cakes that you can get, the Caron cakes, for right around the same price, and it's a bulky 6-weight yarn, you get more yardage. So right off the bat, the pricing is a little off to me. And with all the rain and humidity outside, my throat is acting weird right now. If I'm talking funny, that's why. So yeah, the price point, I'm not happy with the price point. I'm just going to put it to you that way. But anyway, what you do is, you see this little hole right here? We're going to open that up, and this packaging is meant where it can be stood up on a shelf like that, or you can lay it down flat. So right off, we have a lot of packaging here. Okay, and then you're going to open it up this way. And it has some instructions here that shows you how to take it apart, okay? So it shows you this right here. Here's all of your washing instructions, and then here is the unwrapping instructions. So we're going to set that off to the side. So as you can see here, you see how this end kind of tapers down? You can see how the colors sort of come together. And you're going to pull those apart just a little bit, and you see there is a plastic little doohickey down in there, right? So that plastic runs all the way around this little donut shape of your yarn, and that's basically what's holding it together. As you can see, the yarn is not attached. So, you know, if you can see this plastic thing without the yarn being attached, then you're cutting it in the right place. So where I can't find my scissors, y'all. One of the kids was in here and they've knocked things around, and I guess my scissors fell down, but I can't find them. So anyway, now that we have cut that, you have like this little plastic piece here, and you can pull that all the way out, or you can work with it a little bit and then pull that plastic piece out, whichever way you want to do it. Let's get that little part right there. So we're just going to pull that out. As you can see, there's the big long piece of plastic. So this yarn pulls from the outside, not the inside. So you want to take a look at your ends here, and we're going to find the end that will allow us to pull from the outside. And I believe I have found that. Okay, so you're just going to pull it this way. And as you can see, the way the yarn is wound, it is supposed to be tangle free and to help you prevent yarn barf. You know what yarn barf is, when you center pull and then a whole big blob of yarn comes out, right? All right, so, all right, it's pulling rather easily, and it's just wound around and around, okay? And you just keep pulling. Okay, so that's pulling rather smoothly, not tangling. All right, so let's take a look. Okay, you see how some of it like just plopped off of the end right there? Oh, there we go. All right, so that is, it's pulling off rather easily. Now, if you take a look over here, you see this end of yarn in there. That's going to start coming out like from the center. We don't want to pull from the center. So we're just going to keep pulling from this one that pulls on the outside. You can see how it's starting to unravel here. Now, from a travel aspect, if you're going to be taking this with you somewhere, I don't like this shape. This is big. It is bulky. It looks like a big earthworm or something. I was going to say, it looks like something else, but I'm not going to say that on here. Yeah, it's very, woo, ooh, earthworm breakdance. Yeah. This is it's obnoxious looking, and I think it's odd to handle. If you were to put this like in your crochet bag and take it somewhere, I think it can make a mess. But anyway, this is like just the regular Caron bulky yarn, okay? It's not like a special yarn that they are using for this. So that's what this yarn feels like, you know, the regular Caron bulky yarn. Now the thing with these colors is, like, this color is kind of fitted up inside this color, and you can actually pull them apart and then cut them if you want to use the colors separately, or you just keep on working, you know, if you want the colors to just transition. Now, from what I have heard, where is the end? I don't want to lose the end. From what I have heard, the colors kind of stop abruptly so that you can cut them without having like a big, long transition period. So it's sort of like, I don't want to exactly call it like a striping yarn, because even some of the striping yarns have a transition color. So I'm going to make a mess here. And the way that you do it, you see how this color ends and this color begins? You just grab it and just separate your colors. And just pull them apart like so. And you see how that yarn has like, it fits like up inside that yarn. All right, so let's find the, okay. This is where the colors transition. So right there. I mean, it's not like a harsh line, but it's about between my fingers there. Okay, so that's not, you know, that's not like a big, long transition period, but this right here is like not an abrupt color change either. I think it'll be a smooth transition. All right, so now what I'm going to do, let me get my hook, and we can look on the packaging here, and it'll tell you about what size hook to use. 6mm knitting needle, 6mm hook. So let me get a hook, and I'm going to work with it for a little bit, and let's see how I like it. All right, y'all, let's take a moment and look at this. I'm making a hat, okay? I'm making a hat. As you can see, this is how the colors are working up. I like this yarn. I've always liked this kind of yarn, this brand of yarn. You can see like where it switched colors here, and I'm okay with that because this particular hat style, this part down here, once you sew it together, this brim here flips up. So, you know, that part is probably not going to be seen. But anyway, I don't like this. I don't like working with it. And let's look at this right here. You see where that color transition is supposed to be? What's that? That's a great big old knot right there. I got a hair on it. My hair was falling out working with this yarn. I mean, it's just, like I said, I like the yarn. But this here is very aggravating. I'm sitting on my couch working with it. And, you know, it's laying there and you're pulling the yarn. And it wants to, like, flop around everywhere. And, it's aggravating. I'd rather have a skein. I know it's a skein. I say skein. You know, or a cake. But I'm not happy with this knot right here. You know what? You charge this much for this yarn, and then there's a big old knot in it. I know that this is not handmade. It's machine made. There's going to be knots. But the thing is, you know, this is supposed to be easier to work with, easier to pull from. And I would expect that for such an innovative product, because they're trying to tote this as being something, you know, like a big, you know, breakthrough thing, there shouldn't be these knots in it. So anyway, I'm going to continue on with this hat. You see about how much yarn I have left here. I'm going to continue on with this. I'm going to put it together. I have a pom-pom I might put up top. And here in a little bit, I'll post the link to this pattern that I'm using down in the description box. It's not my pattern, so no, I can't make a video tutorial of this, but I will leave the pattern link. So that's where we are so far. I'll be back. Alrighty, so it is the next day, and my throat is still croaky. Gosh, we're getting so much rain, and it's just, the whole house just feels damp. I need to go get a dehumidifier today. But anyway, this is the hat that I have finished. You can see, I really like how the yarn, you know, kind of made like these different sections of color. I like that. it's a good quality yarn. I really like their yarn. It's no question about quality. Okay, that's not what I'm going to get at here. It's no question about quality. I need to sew my ends in. Look at that. It's nice and thick and sturdy. And this is how much I had left. Now, when I got down to this looks like a dog poopy or something. When I got down to this is very annoying because this was like flopping around on the couch. I dropped it on the floor. It's not small enough, or it didn't fit well in my yarn bowl, because I did try that. I put it in my yarn bowl just to see, and my bowl's about yay big, but it just wasn't working with me. Okay, maybe putting it down in a vase or something, you know, if you want to, and then setting that on the floor and working with it. But so now I have this, and I don't know what to make with this. I might make a small little cowl or something to go with the hat so that I don't waste this yarn. If you like their yarn, buy their yarn, because I buy their yarn. Would I buy this thing? No, this is very gimmicky. It's very gimmicky to me. And listen, I know a lot of the yarn companies pay attention to reviews, and if anybody out there is listening to this review and paying this any attention, we don't need gimmicks. We don't need stuff like this. We need easy to use center pull yarn that has a tab on it. When you get the cake of yarn, the end of the yarn is sticking up and it has a tab attached to it. You just grab that tab and you pull it. There's several other brands out there that do that. I can't understand why other companies have not jumped on that bandwagon. I would pay an extra $1 a cake, you know, for that convenience, because I hate to pull from the outside. Yeah, that's my opinion. Like I said, I'm not being paid for this. This was not given to me. I bought this, and this hat's going to be very warm, and I'm going to be very happy to wear it. Like I said, the link for this pattern is going to be in the description box. Save your money on this one. That's all I'm going to say. Save your money on this one. Go buy the yarn and a cake or skein, and stay away from this thing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you would, give it a thumbs up. Click subscribe. Check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below. And I hope to see y'all next time. Bye.